Time for this foul. Joined to the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Hoosiers will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return. To there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. We'll talk strategy here. Defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Both these teams told us they're eager to point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. To throw, it's Allen. Lets it go. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone in here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's in the clear. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Hard running there through a tackle.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The receiver grabs it. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up with the 36.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Ball handed off. As the first down is still going. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To throw, it's Allen. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Touchdown, Penn State. They were not going to catch him that time.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. He's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. The Hoosiers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, why not keep it on the ground?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Punt over the middle. It's Cooper. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. It's a designed quarterback keeper. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Defense is coming after him. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running with purpose. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score time at 7.
Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes second down. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Nearly took it all the way. They finally grab him. Lucky to give up field position and not points there. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Hoosiers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Point after, up and good.
Indiana, 14, Penn State, 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Now the delay penalty backed the offense up closer to their own goal line. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? To the air, it's Allen. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Hoosiers. The defense produces 6 points.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Grabbed by the receiver. And here he goes. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The Nittany Lions begin a new series here, 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Scanning the field, it's Aller. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Let's it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. The Hoosiers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The defensive penalty makes it a very manageable 2nd down and 2 for the offense. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Intercepted in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Nittany Lions will kick this away, begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running with purpose. Goes backwards. He'll lose 10 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Mendoza. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They'll kick it away here. Ball fielded near the 35. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
He'll hand it off. Fighting him off. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
The ball is caught, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Dropping back, it's Aller. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. He rakes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Leans back and chucks it deep. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. To throw, it's Mendoza. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator, the play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own off.
Looking deep down the left side. Caught at the 30, still running. finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with a ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, there's a good... of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He breaks free. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Close to the tight end. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw. It's Allen. And it's incomplete. And a very quick throw.
Well, that's 2 straight incompletions. You'd hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's hit just before the throw. This time, a completion. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Finding the way to the running game. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, about the only thing that went right for the offense there, Chris, is they kept the ball in bounds to try to keep that clock moving. The defense does their job. They're just trying to think of any way at all to get that ball out and get the ball back to their offense to have a shot here.
Oh, and a great diving catch near the right sideline.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
The shotgun handoff here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made by the tight end. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Now it's second down here. He'll ride the back again here. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And the Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Boy, the defense does a great job of preventing a big play downfield. The only thing they don't account for is the quarterback's legs on third down, and because of that, he picks up a first down and gets a new set of downs.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Hoosiers looking to just run the clock out here in the final minute. And he's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. This one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.